What screams I am not doing so well mentally? Slightest mess up in my daily routine triggers anxiety in me. It's horrific to the point my hands start shaking and I start throwing tantrums. I'm scared of myself sometimes. I've been consistent with waking up at 4 a.m. since the start of this year. But these past few days I've not been able to maintain the consistency. I've been waking up at 6, 7, or even 8 a.m. Some might think that it's still early. But note that for me, it's not. Because I'm preparing for an important exam. So I end up feeling like crap and curse myself for being lazy. It's insane. An unhealthy obsession with childlike things. I'll admit I enjoy having my collection of action figures in my home office on the shelf. But I dated a girl once who I genuinely think had some serious demons. Was obsessed with little girl things despite being an adult. Barbie dolls, preschool TV shows, coloring books, plushies, etc. Could not handle working a real job or school. Cut things off, and looking back I am starting to realize what some of those warning signs are, especially after watching that episode of Morel Orel. I cry a lot at night and pick at my fingernails to the point where all my fingertips are bleeding. Oh, and I have a bunch of broken, cracked, missing teeth, not visible ones yet. Luckily, I did, however, recently, like a week ago, pick up new glasses to replace the broken old ones I've been wearing and hating for the last year. I'm trying to work my way out of this. They start being really generous out of the blue. Or at least, completely different. Always willing to hang out. Cheery. Buying everyone gifts or giving away things when they otherwise wouldn't have done that. Or been like that before. Unless they're moving. It's probably likely they're planning on leaving this earth soon, and that's their final goodbyes. I have a classmate who I feel is not well mentally. Sometimes she gives me small hits, insults me or yells at me in the middle of class. He doesn't care which teacher is teaching, who is listening, etc. She told him a secret hoping she would keep it private, but she always goes around shouting that secret to humiliate me in front of others. Trying to build your new PC and having a mental breakdown because your air cooler doesn't fit. In my defense, PC building, at least for me, is already very stressful. So having to now clean up a bunch of thermal paste and order a new cooler and send the other cooler back is a huge pain in the ass. I can't motivate myself to do simple things around the house that I actually never mind doing when I'm feeling okay. I don't want to see anybody. I don't want to answer the phone. I don't want to participate in any activities. I just want time to stand still. Sleeping in bed and not leaving the house and not showering or bathing. Also, having suicidal thoughts and isolating yourself. In that case, please get professional help right away, and more importantly, know God is with you. Drastic change in style and frequently body modding. Getting a tattoo every once in a while. Or a new piercing, or a new haircut or hair color. I think it says that that person is no comfortable with whom they are. In my household full of neurodivergence, hand flapping is a huge hell. It's not the up and down at the wrist flap that signifies happies. It's more of a Beyoncé put a ring on it flap, dead giveaway every time. I can't be out in public without having my anxiety max. Can't focus, short temper, lost 60 pounds and don't re-eat anymore. Hygiene isn't affected if you don't count shaving. Embracing conspiracy theories. Seeing deep meaning in random inconsequential things. Dropping out of basic social norms of dress and hygiene. Long periods of no sleep, to name a few. Creating multiple accounts on Reddit. Getting a high off of being upvoted on any social media account. Getting a feeling of importance from irrelevant individuals. My mother is the same way. She is monitoring her actions and how she acts in public, and also my mother always reacts to everything personally and aggressive. My wife, she reacts to everything so personally. I'm the one that should be stressed, but she just sits there and cries. It gets sort of annoying. Besides some of the obvious ones, hygiene for X, not wanting to talk to anyone, i.e. loner. It's not screaming. But it is white noise waves when they talk about being friends with shadowy figures and about the fact they're hearing scratching noises in the walls when none are present. Clothing, tattoos, home decor that say shit like you are enough. LOL, if you need to keep reminding yourself, you're probably not doing so well. They quit reaching out as much. A friend of mine thanked me for being an annoyance when he stopped reaching out. It saved his life. They get angry when you ask how they're doing, sloughing off the question and dodging any probing. Don't ask me how I'm doing. Someone who feels the need to always be doing something socially. Like the guy or girl who can never stay in on a weekend. Being a 5-month-old bot getting data from Reddit users, but not quite landing the grammar and spelling on the responses. When I'm thinking about single-handedly starting a galactic war just for the fun of it. For real. Not just in a game. Personally, when I've been really bad, I couldn't reply good to how are you. It would be I'm surviving or getting by. Multiple job or relationship changes, manic cryptic social media posts, sudden changes in appearance or behavior, giving away several personal possessions with a carefree attitude such as furniture, electronics, vehicles, etc. I haven't been out my room except to go to work or eat. And I usually wait until no one is around, so I can eat. Unable to sleep well. Sleeps too much and or tired all the time. Most of the times, these three go hand in hand. Not texting back. Taking longer to text back. Flaking on plans. Isolating. Weight gain. Hygiene goes down. House suddenly looks like a hurricane went through after not hearing from said person for a long while. When they shit on the couch with a White Sox hat on. Turn on the game with a beer and don't say a word. Sleeping during your criminal trial and farting through it too. And of course bad-mouthing the judge. When they just seem tired, burnt out. And they just seem overall completely drained and torn. What screams I am not doing so well mentally. Me into the void. It doesn't seem to help. Going off on waitresses or cashiers. Or just going off on strangers pretty much in general. Reading this thread with the intent of finding traits about yourself is a pretty big one. Unpopular opinion, certain tattoos. Especially when people try to own tragedy through it. My teeth. Thankfully, I'm going to the dentist for the first time in 3 years on Thursday. Reporting someone on Reddit for mental health crises when you don't like their comment. Post-it notes all over the house with affirmations like I am worthy or I am loved. Falling for the partner that treats them horribly when they really don't deserve it. Paying greatly over face value for tickets to see mid-musical artists in concert. That constant poker face and dark sarcasm from someone who is usually pretty happy. Hey guys. So many of you have been asking about my skincare routine, so here it is. Changing profile pics to often and posting motivational coop pics all the time. Low neutral reaction to things normally considered to be very stressful stimuli. Freshly cut bangs done with kitchen shears in the comfort of your own bathroom. Aggressive attitude. Mental breakdowns. Clear bullying. Isolation from society. You ask them how they are and they say with no emotion. Living the dream ... Sleeping more than usual. Social isolation. Crying at the drop of the hat. When they tell you something they're very sad about with a painful smile. They think unloading all their emotions on you will make you like them. Starting to cry and running away over a minor argument is my favorite. Work at Walmart for a couple of weeks. You'll see plenty of examples. Electing the IRL inspiration for Biff Tannen to any office. Posting non-stop on social media about how great everything is. Me. No joke. Me, very much me. And not doing so well mentally. When someone screams at you, I'm not doing so well mentally. Happily working a 9-5 when you are being taken advantage of. No showering for 5 days. Staying in bed for 2 months, replying to literally every single comment on your thread. If you're still rocking a Biden-Harris bumper sticker, sudden change in personality and or spending habits. Someone screaming I am not doing so well mentally. Hundreds of vinyl albums, only you understand why.